Hey guys, Nightmare for 50 here. I forgot to turn off copywriting. Uh-oh. Quickly. Oh no, wait, that's fine. That's fine. Actually, that's fine. Anyways, welcome to Forza Horizon. A little weird to be recording this once again. I usually stream it. Yeah, that's not copyrighted music. But today is a special day for the simple reason of we're gonna do the Goliath. Might be asking yourself, why is that important? It's because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Goliath is the last thing I need for the big four. The Gauntlet. I already forgot the other ones. I could search it up. So we have the Goliath, which is also a weekly mission. That's why we're recording it as well, because I do want to get the police officer outfit, the Colossus. That's fortunate. The Gauntlet, the Titan. We're still missing one, I believe. Unless they don't count the street race as one. But the Goliath is the next one, and it is the road series, so it's the blue ones. So the weekly requests that I beat it with this car, which I have decked out, just so I don't really struggle. So let's go do it, and hopefully if it's not the ending of the game, I don't know if there is an ending to this game, or if I could just play the credits whenever I want to and feel accomplished about myself. I don't know. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Hopefully we can pair this video this week with something else, so that way I can get more Forza Horizon live stream out. Because, you know, I don't like to record and then immediately decide, oh, I gotta live stream it. Nope. Gotta wait for the recording to come out before I can continue live streaming it. If that makes any sort of sense. Oof. Hopefully everything records well. I remember I recorded this with Overwolf or OBS. Smooth. Probably smooth. I don't know. It's not one of my fastest cars, but it is a fast car. And we also have realistic damage turned off, so we can hit anything we want and the car won't slow down. That's only for free roam, but once we actually get in races, like right here, we're gonna go ahead and turn it back on. I have to use this for my challenge. For some reason, I have to do it for a challenge, even though I haven't done it. The previous challenges never marked stuff as complete, but this one I feel like will mark it as complete, so might as well get it in the books, the records. I do play Forza off camera, mainly for the weekly and monthly challenges. The Goliath. We're gonna go in here. Boom, simulation. Forza Horizon 5 will be slightly different rules and slightly different settings. Hopefully this car I decked out correctly. It's one lap, so you know it's gonna be nice and long. I mean, we could just pause and chat. Yeah. Oof, it's gonna be a long episode today, which is fine. I did do the other missions. Ooh, I barely got that. I did do the other ones on stream. This one is just gonna be its own little episode, which is fine, and then I get to equip the police officer on camera. Oh, no. I am playing on controller. I wish I had a steering wheel. Even to this day, I still debate I should have bought that steering wheel. I'm not looking at the minimap. Oh, I'm glad this is Forza Horizon 4, not 5. 5, I'd have to disable the rewind feature. Just got good Nightwing. Just get good. If we lose this, I'll be very sad. There's only 2 cars in front of me, but usually I'll be at first at this time. Especially since I upgraded this car to some features. I believe it's near max level. It still qualifies for its own little category, but it's still decked out to the point where it beats the competition. Usually that's the case, not always. There's rare occasions, which I think most players know. But for viewers, I'll just say it. That's one. Once I'm in the lead, it's gonna be the lead will be the gap between me and second place will get pretty heavy. It's already getting heavy between fourth and third place. You can tell by the mini map. Oh, actually unfortunate. Actually unfortunate for him. Well, we're gonna carry on our merry way. As if that never happened. That guy probably died. So yeah, we're just gonna do a nice little cruise drive. I don't believe there's gonna be much action. It's just gonna be me in first place, just like the other big events that I've done in the past. I always just talk about the Gauntlet because the Gauntlet is the one I've done 3 times for reasons that I cannot believe. One, because I wanted to do it, obviously for mission's sake, to get my nice little trophy medal on it. And I think it was forced upon me to do it on the New Year's monthly event. And I could tell you, when the moment they realized we were in the Gauntlet, most players dropped out. Like, I think it was me and 6 other players, making it a total of 7 players. And the other opponents were CPUs. They dropped, because when the Gauntlet was happening, it was just me and like 1 or 2 guys, and the 2 guys gave up. They were just like sitting there waiting for me to finish, because if you do math in the team races, you can calculate if your team's gonna win or not, depending on what placement you're in. And I was in first place, and I was beating like what, 6, 7 CPUs, so I was getting a lot of points for beating all of them. And for them just to get 0 points, I still won. Yeah, see, the gap between me and second place is getting long. So they just sat back there and did nothing. Maybe they were still racing. I don't know. I didn't see them at my minimap at all. I did do this to look around, but it's online play, and online play rewinding is not an option. It is an option, but you're just gonna lose your placement if you do it. So I don't know what they were doing, and I beat the Gauntlet, and I didn't feel happy, I guess. It was the day before I left to my vacation. So obviously, you know, I was grinding Forza. This game has been the game I've been grinding every day almost. I do want to play. I want to play more game. Okay, not even rants for how many minutes, because this is gonna be a long 10-20 minute race. We're about to be 5 minutes in. I want to play more games. Problem is, I can't play more games because I have to finish series that I started a long time ago. So I've been playing the same old games. Like, I want to go back and play Celeste, but I can't, because Celeste has its own little difficulties and problems. I have to deal with it. Let me see, what's another one? I've been crunching out a lot. I know I want to beat Rhythm Heaven Fever. Excuse me, Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix. Because Mega Mix requires me to obviously do a lot of things, but it's just like I'm just too lazy. The games I really want to play are the games that like you see more evident on my channel. But I still need to go back and beat games before I start new ones. Because right now I'm looking at like playing Subnautica, but I can't start it. Because I have to beat other games. Right? Because I don't want to get attached to it and then forget how to play the other games I really like. I need to finish Bug Fables. Another clear example of a game that I haven't finished. Jesus, I'm dying. It's like I've never done YouTube. Okay. Ooh. Chill. I'm surprised they're keeping up. I'm not doing really that good tight turns, but interesting. Yeah, Bug Fables I want to do more of. I did the Mega Mix live stream, which I feel very happy because I got through technically 3 weeks of content right there in one stream. I finished Donkey Kong Country, so we're gonna move on to Donkey Kong Country 2. And yeah, I guess I don't know what to talk about. I have 10 minutes already into this race, and usually you'd be done. These gauntlet ones are always long. I like them. I like skill-based, because this is obviously I guess it's a skill-based car racing game if you play on the harder on simulation mode. At least in my eyes, it's somewhat of a skill game. But I really like this type of thing, not just racing, but a gauntlet where you are forced to keep your skills. You have to show skill throughout the entirety of a level. There is a Beat Saber map called like Mega Mix, Mega Mashup or something, and it was like 10 minutes long. Imagine playing Beat Saber for just 10 minutes on one level. I really like stuff like that because it shows that you have the skill to do that, to maintain such consistent ability throughout like a long period of time. That's why I like watching Rocket League players do like dribble maps, because it's like they have to dribble. Oh, that guy's catching up. I haven't slowed down too well. Too bad. Like dribble maps where it's like you need to dribble a ball for this entirety of the course, and obviously they do mess up, right? No one's perfect, but then you see like a speed run and you see someone can do it for like 20 or 30 minutes. I'm like, dang. I wish there were more stuff like that. Something that challenges you, right? And the final test, I guess we're done with that song. That challenges you to a long version of it. Right? That's why I like the Gauntlet, I like the Goliath and all this. Because it's just 10 to 15 minutes of just driving. Right? No traffic, it looks like, but it's just you and the CPUs. The monthly and the weekly mission, or the monthly mission I did, was expert bots. If not, it was like the hardest difficulty bots. It's not these bots, that's for sure, because they were using the fastest cars, I believe, S2 rank. Not the fastest, but second fastest. Fastest being X rank, but but I really like that, because it really shows you that you gain skill, right? You're not new at the game anymore. You're not an amateur. You beat a really good skill game. Man. About to be 10 minutes. I brake too hard on that. That's poor braking. Alright. Well, that's my opinion on it, though. I like long levels, long courses, because at least it shows you that you're improved. Let me see. What else can we talk about? I live stream 3 times a week for, what, 4 hours? And I have nothing to say right now in a video? That's crazy. Maybe it's just because I'm focusing. These guys are highly skilled bot drivers. I still wish I have a steering wheel, but don't matter. We're alright, we can talk about Forza Horizon 5 if you guys don't truly care. Oh wait, never mind, we're done. I guess we'll save that for the future. I'm glad it's only 1 lap though. Let's go. I mean, we have extra time. If there is no credits, we could just do other stuff. Look at that money, though. For long courses like that, that's worth it. Alright. 22,000 influence. Boom. Level 77. Prestige 1, level 77 to be exact. Alright. Standard stuff, standard stuff. I want the car. No. I'm saying. Alright, well, we're gonna keep playing as if this is a video then, if there's nothing. You have completed the Conqueror start card. Track and test it completed. Yeah, well, there it is. Demonstrate the precise control offered by the Nissan by drifting, lightly touching the water, and 3 tap skill combos. Did I at least get my police officer? No. No, of course not. We're 76. We need to beat some of these. Unless these little missions is what gets me in, then I have to wait until tomorrow. Because I really want that police officer. Alright, I guess, since we're here, we're going to go ahead and, if we do it, we do it. We're going to go and buy all the houses. We're rich and we're going to go do it. I'll also try and get this mini missions unlocked, but the walls don't exist per se. Well, I mean, we had to play the music. I don't like Rock the House. Also, one thing I do hate that I'm recording and or streaming, is I don't get to see the dialogue of the DJs. Usually, if you're playing this and not streaming and or recording this.
Oh. Nice little semi-detached cottage in Ambleside. It's neat, cozy, convenient for the festival site, and very, very British. Perfect for Horizon UK. What do you think?
Yeah, we'll buy it.
Excellent. I'll go sort the
Stay
paperwork.
home.
This house has been on the market for ages. Great to see it in safe hands now.
Thank you. Yeah, purchase the house. You can set this as it now. We also unlocked the thing? Elite designs. We unlocked something special.
Here's the thing. I need high-res photos of all the cars at Horizon for promotional purposes. If only I knew someone who was good with a camera, who was already tearing around the festival, who was probably planning on driving every single car they could get their hands on anyway. Here, start with your car.
Okay. It's funny because usually, I mean, look at that. I take pictures on Steam and I
See? You're a natural.
Oh wait, promo quick shot. How many are there? 700 cars. Oh my god. I don't know if we're gonna do that, but I do kind of wanna do that. We're gonna have to do this. Again, we usually do this. I usually do this, so I don't. Lose speed. In realistic mode, if you hit your engine or you hit anywhere of the car, it damages it and it slows down, or you get it stuck to steer left or right. And that's no good. We don't want that. We want to be constantly fast. And I wonder if that's an actual speed run. Like you just have no damage on. Or that might just be a second category. Yeah, yeet. I'll go buy combo. I really want to change this on.
I found this place in the Lake District, right on Derwent Water. Not sure you really need this many rooms, but hey, you never know. Your whole Horizon fan club might come and stay for the weekend.
1 million? What the
You're
heck?
going to love your view. I'll sort the paperwork for you. Why don't you have a look around?
$1 million for this? No. Well, our adventure continues. What's next? That one. The reason we're going to be doing this now instead of doing it on the live stream is just like I would rather be doing it now. As well as, during the live stream, You want me to go that? I'm going this way. No, I'm this way, game. Off camera, now I can fast travel because on camera, on live stream, I found all the fast travel things. So now it doesn't cost money to just travel between houses. And let me tell you, that kind of saves time for me. I don't want to drive for 5 minutes to get to a destination anymore. Kind of want to get there and do my challenges for weekly or monthly and be done for the day. We can do a shortcut, right? This is not deep water. Yeah. Dumb tree. There you go. Alright. So yeah, we could just fast travel now for free. I don't know, we're gonna do more videos of Forza Horizon 4. This might be the only and last one. Not only, there were, I think, 2 other ones. 2 or 3 other ones besides this. But I really thought there were gonna be some credits, but then I realized we still haven't done Street Race. But I would rather have the record of me doing it on camera. I don't like doing grinding stuff off camera if it progresses the game. Because I want to show you guys everything. To show you that everything is done legit. Alright. Next house.
Here we go. House and grounds with private road access. You can sit in the front room and watch the quiet, calm waters. That is assuming I don't have to help a stranded driver in the middle of the lake again.
Purchase free. Free with VIP, nah. It gives me plus
Not gonna lie,
points.
I'm pretty jealous of that view. You leave the paperwork to me anyway. Congratulations.
Thank you. They gave me a buff. Interesting. Forzathon boost. You can now earn double Forzathon points. Oh. Forzathon promo. Drone mode. Great for exploring. Oh, that's how you get the drone? Okay, none of these have buffs. Instantly travel to any road on the map. Oh my god, these have buffs. But we're gonna go in order because I'm a rich guy and I don't really care. Oh, not anymore. That doesn't even give me a buff. I don't know if I have enough money for that. We might have to do some races then on camera. If we have time. Forzathon points, I should have bought. I mean, I didn't know these houses have buffs, man. Or else I'd be buying them. Because Forzathon points is something I really want to get too. It's for the buying thing. Because the crown is here and I kind of want it. And I actually did a Forzathon. This is my second time doing the Forzathon event. The first one didn't go too well because I was... No, actually it's my third time. But this time I beat it. Third time's a charm. I did beat the Forzathon event. It's like, what? 4 challenges and you have like 10 minutes to beat them. And a bunch of players were there and we all did our part and we beat it. Though it was only 30 points. I believe it was just 30 points. That is so dumb. I hated that. But now that it's doubled, now I get 60. Wow, for all my hard work. $122. Did I beat anything? No. I remember that one. That was for a weekly. So yeah. Most of the things, all these speed traps, all these jumps, I believe I was forced to do for a weekly or monthly at one point. Oh, it's this house. We can take a cheesy shortcut. Not too fast though. I am here. This doesn't give me anything besides the fast travel, which is the only reason why I'm doing
If you
this.
fancy a break from the speed and noise, I found this gorgeous little mountain retreat. Couple of acres of land, view of the river. You probably prefer speed and noise, yeah? Hey, it's up to you.
200,000 is not bad.
Nice. We all need to get away sometimes, don't we?
Yep. He didn't say who handled the paperwork. Uh-oh. Also, I unlock sheep. La cucaracha. Halo theme. I wonder if that's copyright or not. I like it. I really like these ones though. The Kraken. Ooh. This one actually, I accidentally like trolled myself with that one. That is mine. We do have it. All right, we have to get the police outfit. I trolled myself at one point because the game was lagging, and I was holding because I had to unbind it from R3. This button. I don't know if you heard that. R3 doesn't work for some unknown reason on Steam, so I unbinded B. So now every time I press B, it does that. And obviously I used to own Windows XP or Windows Vista that had that noise every time I shut down my computer. So when Forza was lagging, I don't know why my brain thought this, but I think I was pressing B or I was just pressing a button or something. It was probably B because obviously B is my siren. That noise came up, and it was obviously a black screen too, out of everything. So I actually legit thought I turned off my computer. For like, I was just like, wait, oh no. So I like got up to almost like press my power button on my computer, and then I realized, no wait, it's on. And then the game unfroze or something. And I just completely trolled myself. It was so dumb. It's kind of like an embarrassing story, but it's a funny one. I like it. But if you play it enough times, it loses its value. Well, at least that's what I thought, though. I guess. I don't know. It trolled me even when I used it. Man. Is this the 15 million one? We'll go with the 2 million one, actually. 15 million one, I don't think we're gonna have enough money to buy. That's gonna be the most expensive thing we bought. I could take pictures of other cars. Interesting. Yeet. Oh, whoops. I wanted to do that. Why didn't I get near miss for the other two cars? Alright, game. I see you. Let's see, what else happened in Forza? I mean, maybe it doesn't have to be Forza related. But I really like this game, if you couldn't tell. I blame KOTOR for getting me addicted. Oh, it's a mansion. This is gonna help me a lot. Let me teleport anywhere on the map.
The guidebook says, this magnificent stately home has presided over the south of Edinburgh for more than a century and is believed by many to be haunted. Let's just put that guidebook away, shall we?
Yes, I'd like to buy it for 2 million.
I'll get you moved in. But if you hear spooky noises at night, don't call me.
Oh, that also means we could just teleport now. I don't really want to set my house to any of these. So instead of just doing anything, can we just yeah, we could just fast travel. Well, that's kind of boring. I own that. I don't own that. Oh, yeah, we're downward. So we can just do that. Wow. And I got all the bulletin boards, so now that just caused 0. Oh, my God. That's broken. Oh, it pays to be a millionaire. Oh, I came from the bottom. Now look at me. I have... I don't even know what this is. I got a Nissan. Nissan GT 2017. Or something like that.
Lovely little seaside retreat. You'd have direct access to the beach, but if you go swimming, just be careful, yeah? You wouldn't be the first driver I've had to fish out of the sea, or a lake, or a public fountain once.
Yes, 5,000.
I'll go sort
500,000.
You just stay on dry land till I get back.
Hey, okay, we have a lot of time to play with. All right, we can do some challenges, I guess. What do we want to do for 30 minutes? Usually I ask chat, but chat no one exists here. All right, we're gonna go do. Since chat didn't answer me, we're gonna go do some stories and businesses. We're gonna be La Racer. Maybe we might do La Racer. La Racer wouldn't be bad. Skill streak, nah. La Racer is not giving me any money though. That's the thing. We might have to do upgrade heroes if we want to get paid more money. No, I'm not doing Drift Club. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Oh my god, where was this ability when I need it? We need to unlock this. Long term, this will pay a lot of money. Solo, next chapter. I actually like this one. Just a little bit. Because I think this is called Upgrade Hero.
Do you want to see how long the Upgrade Heroes waiting list has got? You don't, trust me. Come on, let's get to work. Right, I need you to go and pick me up a Land Rover. Client wants it for an off-road trip. Okay then?
Yep. Oh. Race to the destination. Oh. Chill. My man just bought all the parts he wants for this car. Upgrade Heroes is one of my favorite missions, besides the stunt racing one. I really am sad that the stunt racing one, I beat it all in one go. Because that was obviously the most fun I had in this game, I guess, when it came to just doing cool jumps, meet the certain criteria. Top Gear made me rage a lot. But hey, I did it, and I got achievements for it. We're also, I think after buying all these houses and doing everything here, I believe we're halfway through the achievements. Some of the achievements, I don't know, I'll go for, like, play Eliminator, reach the top ranks online. It's like, But hey, let's see what happens, eh? We have 2 minutes to get there. This better be a... Oh, whoops. We better be going in a straight line. Also, is no damage still on? I feel like I should have... Can I disable that? Yeah. I'm so sad. I'm not going to get as much money. There's no damage, I believe.
You're there? Good.
Yep.
An off-road trip? You couldn't do much better than a Land Rover for an off-road trip. What more do they want?
We want to go up in the air.
It's a 1997 Land Rover Defender. Solid platform. I think the Upgrade Heroes can build on that.
Okay. Looks like a Jeep.
That Landy is more or less indestructible already, but that's no reason not to be careful on the drive back.
I have 3 minutes to get it back. Oh my god, this thing is so slow. Did we just ditch our car there? What song is playing? Oh, it's just to start. Okay. Oh my god, this thing sucks. We don't want to do too much damage. And also, I found out, I think on the live stream, don't hit fences. If you hit a whole row of fences, you destroy your car instantly for some reason. I mean, it's realistic, I guess, but I don't want my realistic setting to be realistic in game. Huh. I wish they made a slider for that. I don't know. I mean, this thing looks cool. It's just a Jeep. In my eyes, it's just a Jeep. I play a lot of Forza, but does that mean I'm a car maniac? No. I just look at a car and be like, yeah, that's nice. I can appreciate a nice car. And also, I've been getting, apparently the TTS car I started off with, the Audi manufacturer. I'm actually liking the Audi cars. I believe it's the Audi. I might be mistaken. Because all the cars I've driven of that brand, I really enjoy compared to the BMW, which I know KOTOR likes. But the BMW, I don't drive BMWs in this game. BMWs suck. I have a lot of BMWs. But man, the Audi cars, oh, great cars. Okay. I don't know why they gave me 3 minutes. It says park, right? Park, yeah. Okay, never mind. I could see it. We're about to hit 230, which is the original mission for driving there with the other car. That's not the door. Oh.
Cheers.
There you go.
Now, let's get him ready for his trip around the world.
There you go. But you saw the damage, right? It climbed. It almost got me halfway.
This is some of our best work yet. Wait till you see. Supercharged 6.2 litre V8. Fully modern suspension setup. There'll be no stopping this thing now.
I guess. I like how they still kept the thing.
Unfortunately, we can't send you around the world, but I've got a test location picked out. Check your route.
I wish I could change my setting to simulation instead of non-existent, but okay. We're trying to earn money. Ironic that this mission is not going to give me any money, but it's going to give me more money in the long term. Because right now I have all the campaigns, I guess, the businesses running. So they give me like 25,000 a day of inactivity, which stacks up nicely. That's a rough estimate, by the way. Not exact. But that means in a week of not playing this game, I could be being paid a lot of money. I'm already a millionaire, but sadly I blew it all on houses because that's what millionaires do. We buy houses and we buy yachts. What are we going to do with the houses and yachts? Nothing. We're just going to put a bunch of maids and butlers and make them clean every day and say we own it, but in reality, they own it because they're living in it and we're not. Oh. Also, they took away the damage penalty. That's funny. I don't know what this cage on the top is, but I always wondered, and I mean it probably is a real thing. I wondered if people put mattress on it. Obviously, it could carry a mattress by the looks of it, but like put a mattress on it and then just go in the middle of nowhere and just fall asleep. Obviously, I feel like bad things will happen to you if you just do that in the middle of nowhere. But like, that's like a cool idea. You could just put a mattress there and just sleep. Or maybe a tent, actually. You could put a tent on this thing. Maybe some people do that. I don't know. But I really like this cage. I mean, and that's why there's a ladder there in the back. I'm assuming that's a ladder. So you can just climb up on the top. Man, this car, I don't know, man. Something feels off about it. It might be front wheel drive rather than rear. Because something feels odd about it with these turns. It is. Just by doing a simple test. Because you can feel it. You can feel the back wheels not responding. See, I play a lot of Forza Horizon. I still stand by this. All-wheel drive is just better. There's advantages and disadvantages, but in general, all-wheel drive all the way. Wow, we got here 2 minutes early.
See? Here we can simulate conditions anywhere from Britain to Borneo. And you won't even need a guidebook.
Just don't make me do tricks.
Just remember, if things get a little bumpy, if you're scared you might be about to roll over, keep pushing, because that's exactly the sort of thing we're after.
Okay. It's a race.
Right. It's monsoon season in the Amazon. Off you go.
Race to the destination. I'm glad it said not park. Alright. Also, just because it's front or front wheel drive, it doesn't change my strategy of still cutting corners and slowing down. I still do it, even though it might cost me some time. So what's stopping me from just going straight? That is not affecting my dude. Also, I'm going off-road. Screw you. What made you think that was the right path for me? That's why I hated Top Gear. Because it made you think outside the box. It's like, we made you go all the way around. When in reality, you just had to turn around and go in a straight line. Which is probably the gig of the Top Gear, but whatever. Am I supposed to go going off-road? The time, alright, well, it looks like we are. And I don't have damage. Yeah, we don't have damage on. Dang, we just missed it. No, we didn't. We still have 10 seconds. We're not gonna get it, though. I wish my ability was active. I could just teleport. Oh, good song, good song, good song.
It's monsoon season in the Amazon. Off you go.
Good song. We're going off-road right at the start. We're also going to use downhill. Yeah, yeet! Ho! Keep praying, keep praying. Oh, you pray hard enough, everything happens well. There's a bridge coming up. I'm assuming it's the highway. That's gonna cost me time. Go, car, go. Damage doesn't exist. You can tell because you don't have a scratch on you. Oh my god. We still have 40 seconds to get there. If we drive on the road for a little bit, we do get the road buff. I really like this song. Come on, go. Go, my little Jeep car, Land Rover, whatever you are. Oh! Oh, we didn't get it. Goodbye, song. The reason that we failed, because we just need a couple more seconds and good jumps, we didn't take that bridge earlier.
Right. It's monsoon season in the Amazon. Off you go.
Okay, I'm going. Up. We also need to spin out less, but that's out of my control in a way. I can drift to get it slightly better. We want to go this way. Land! Oh my god. Oh, and that is such a bad spin out. It's fine. We can take this road to get that speed buff. And this time we do this. So we don't actually jump. And we're gonna still stick on the road for a little bit more speed buff. I say speed buff, but you know what I mean. When you play video games for a long time, you know everything becomes a video game. Life is a video game. Okay. Not the tree game. Are we slower? No. There are jumps here or bumps here that we couldn't manage. So we gotta be careful of that. Like right there. Perfect jumps.
Oh dear. I don't know about you, but I feel like we've been around the world. I'm knackered. Nice work. I'll call the client with the good news.
133. Boom, boom. We didn't get paid a lot of money because we didn't do it with realistic damage. Don't flex on that. Come on, character. We didn't do it. Oh, I have to press continue. I was like, oh, why isn't it going? We could have been paying. You got paid more. The Horizon story. My reward is I get to keep that Jeep. Land Rover, sorry. I know what the next chapter is going to be about. I'm on the life. I played this game too much. We could do other things, but I would rather be doing this. Wait. Yeah, thank you. We want to get paid more money. 10% more money. What time is it? Okay, we still got time. I feel like I'm live streaming still, because I literally started this recording at the same time as I usually actually.
Busy. I knew it would be, but not like this. We've got a waiting list. For the waiting list. Interesting one today. Peugeot, hot hatch. I'll explain more when we get there.
I started a bit earlier than usually. Oh! Why do I act surprised? It's the same car he gives me every time. This song is fast-paced. Slow start, but fast-paced. Am I thinking of the right song? Yes, I am. Yep, there it is. Race to the. I'm glad damage isn't on. Don't text and drive, kids.
This anonymous client says they have a potential dirt monster on their hands, but they want to see if it can be made to handle the asphalt as well.
Yep, my character's dead. Plus, that was a short drive. Now we know realistic damage is on because of the destruction.
Which sounds a lot like a bet I made with Jay a while back. Not saying it's him, but well, if it was, he wouldn't want to be too obvious about it, would he now? Ha! Peugeot 205 TT. All right, Jay, you're on. I'll see your little rally car and raise you a lethal street racer.
I'm glad I'm getting this car.
Right. Bring it back to the shop, but not a scratch, understand? I'd never hear the end of it.
Wow. I scratched it a little bit. You can't even tell what the scratch is. I already got like 12% of the meter filled. Near maybe 25. That is such bogus. Whatever. I usually try not to damage the cars anyways in missions like these. Because obviously, if you want to beat the best, if you want to beat the mission as best as possible, you don't want to damage it. Makes obvious sense, right? You don't want to... If the car is damaged, that means you have room for
I'll get the team working, and if anybody asks, mum's the word, eh?
Mum's the word. Then that means there's room for improvement. If that makes sense, actually, I mean that is the best way I could put it.
Right, it's done. Come on in and see. 4-wheel drive, 800 horsepower,
Oh.
plus
Oh.
chassis stiffening roll bars and reduced weight. I could hit the dirt on this thing in the morning and Jay could smoke all comers and tar that night. If we could ever share it, that is.
I don't know why you put the things in the front, but all-wheel
Here's
drive.
your route. Might as well test this thing out in its natural environment, eh?
All-wheel drive. Oh, clean. I love it. Ah, yes. I don't know why the flaps in the front. It looks like I'm trying to collect rainwater. Imagine following the line. Cringe. I have it on there for a baseline, though. Oh, wait, race.
Now, time for the asphalt we talked about. Let's see how hot this hatch can get.
Right, I'm not mistaken. That looks like it just catches rain. Usually you have a flap to stop the rain to hit your tires.
Not actually sure what to call this. Car parkour, maybe? It doesn't matter. If you want to see what a car like this can do, this is the perfect place.
Are we in the train station? We are. No, I hate you.
Back-end out. Just pretend you're Jay, but with my looks.
I hate this. We need to find the best farming spot. And realistic damage is on too. Oh, this is the worst mission to do this with. No, I am gonna have to restart. I hate missions that require this.
Go on, get sideways. Throw that back end out. Just pretend you're Jay, but with my looks.
Because you just need to be drifting, hitting stuff, trying to find bushes. Because the way this game works is obstacles is different than bushes, and obviously the drifting. So you want to hit as many obstacles, drift, and then hit a bush. That way everything gets reset. So you want to be hitting one thing at a time. Ultimate wreckage. Oh, well, now I need a bush. No, I don't. I can drift. Now I got wreckage going at right now. Burnout stopped it. How much time do I have? I don't know. Landscaping. Sideswipe. You want to be E-drifting all the way. Ultimate drift. Uh-oh. That's... There we go. Ultimate anything is the max. Rule of thumb. That's why I said uh-oh, because I realized no more drifting, because ultimate drifting, there's nothing else to do. Okay, now we damage some things. Wreckage, sideswipe. So you just want to stack each thing at the same time.
Great stuff. I'll have to give Jay a
44.
call and thank him. Whether it was actually him that put us up to this or not, I think we could both learn something from this thing.
229. Let's go! Was it 200 or? I will never know. But hey, we got it, second try. I remember these types of missions sucked, but maybe I learned a lot since then. Wow. That's not a lot of money. But yeah, it's bushes and then random objects and drifting. As well as speed, but speed is never one that you worry about. Oh god, I already know what the next car is going to be. Oh, we're just getting 20 bucks. Well, that's not just 20 bucks. I don't know, I'm rich. I saw 20,000, but my brain said 20 bucks. Oh, God. Guys, money does affect anyone. And I got a lot of tokens for that. I don't even use the tokens anymore. Alright, how many? We have like 5-ish minutes. Yeah. We can do maybe one more race.
Have you seen this?
The Ford.
There's an Upgrade Heroes fan page. People are on there sharing cars and performance specs, talking about you and me, and let's not look at that anymore. Back to work, eh? Next job is a Ford. The client says they've had it forever and they love it to death, but it's getting a little sluggish in its old age. Let's see what we can do.
Alright, left, right, right. Wow. It's left. Who chooses left? Right is always the right answer. Yeah, I might disable this line in Forza Horizon 5, but I feel like I want to keep it. Like, it helps me judge speed. Because obviously I'm not looking at my speed meter on the bottom right at all. I barely look in the bottom right of my corner. I'm always looking straight ahead, middle of my screen. And occasionally bottom left, which is my mini map. Oh, the trading paint. Because that's the two important pieces of information I want. What's ahead of me, and the map tells me what's ahead of me around corners and stuff. But generally, I just look in the middle of my screen the entire time. Who looks in the speedometer? Or speedometer, or whatever it's called. I don't need to know how fast I'm going. I just need to know I'm going fast. See, like right here, the line tells me, and I don't need to look in the bottom right. How much time they gave me? 250, huh? Alright, well, this is going to be the last mission, so let's hope it ends on a good note for me in this video. It might not. I don't know if it is the last mission, but I'm saying that's the last mission for the video. But if it is the last mission, and this is the last mission of the video, then hey, we're leaving on a really, really high note. If not, I guess I cry on the inside. Race to the destination. Alright, bet. Foot on the speed.
Right.
Boom.
Keep your eyes peeled. If it's as old as they say, it shouldn't be hard to pick out.
Alright, let's see this Ford car. I'm thinking like, I don't know, a long...
Ah, Ford Deluxe.
Well, I already know what it is.
No wonder it's slowing down though. Bit long in the tooth.
I already know what car it was.
Tell
I'm
you
an
what,
idiot.
if we do this right, this one ought to look good on the Upgrade Heroes fan page.
I had to turn around.
Now don't break it on the way back, huh?
3
That
minutes.
thing is a genuine antique.
It is an antique. Look at this thing. My God, it's not going 100. Yeah, and you can feel the speed. When you play this game a lot, you can feel the speed. I mean, then again, that's true to driving too. After a while, you kind of can judge how fast the car is going. Not like precise, but an estimate of it. And this game is peaceful. I like it. How are you gonna turn right again? You just turned left. Did you try to overtake him and then you refuse? Oh my God! What are you doing? I'm staying right. I'm staying on the right lane. Never mind. I'm switching left. I don't have my turn signal. I don't know if this game has turn signals. Me first. Ya yeet. Bus. Don't turn. I'm slightly in your lane, but that's okay. Park at the destination. Overtake him. Oh man. See, this is why I wanna. Okay, little idea I had, and I still kind of want to do it. Minecraft. We all know it. We all love it. You know that VR series I have in Minecraft? Minecraft VR. Survival. I want to do an experiment where, obviously, I'm going to do it to myself. Every single day I play Minecraft. Maybe like an hour to 2 or something. Like a long period of time of playing Minecraft. Every single day. And see how long it takes before it actually affects me in real life. I could have taken that back entrance. You know what I mean? Because I know they did it in Sword Online. Where it's like if you're stuck in a video game.
Works on it. Lovely. I'll get the mechanics to work.
Right, if you do something your entire life and then you realize that life is fake and you go to real life, it affects you. Right? How long before I actually try to do something? Obviously it's Minecraft, but I want to see do that to an actual game.
Drag race speed and street race handling. Well, their wish is our command. 7-liter supercharged engine, lowered profile, improved performance. So it looks like an old classic, but you're only as old as you feel inside, aren't you?
It's gonna be going fast.
Let's test that straight line speed first, then we'll hit the city.
He didn't configure the drive correctly. Because I skid around to 1 to 2.
Have a listen to that. This thing sounded good in the 40s, but now...
Oh my god. I don't understand how you don't get your gears correct. Your gearing system. Right? Gear 1 should be like 10 to maybe 20 miles an hour. Gear 2 is 20 to 30 maybe. Right? But if a car's engine, obviously it's based on engine. Every engine's different. But this gearing, the way this guy set it up, is wrong. Because gear 1, 2, and 3, I feel like I was skidding all over the place. And then obviously 4, 5, and 6 right now feels fine a little bit.
Ha! When's the last time you saw an 80-year-old getting around town like that?
About to crash this thing. It is fast. Yes, but you didn't put your gearing right. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the gearing is not wrong at all, and it's just my preference of gearing. Oh my god. Obviously, the drifting, I don't know. I'm assuming it's front wheel drive, just how the way it's handling right now. It is. The reason you can tell is because I lose control of the back and not the front. The front is able to make the car go left and right, meaning the back doesn't have control, so it just follows. I don't know how to explain it. All right, just know that it's probably front wheel drive. It doesn't matter to you guys, but whatever.
What? You haven't seen the film? Come on, everybody's seen that film. It's a nice feeling, isn't it?
I almost.
A car and its owner recapture their youth.
I almost didn't make it.
Speaking of recaptured feelings, if you want to take any of these cars out again, just say the words. The clients don't mind at all.
Oh wait, that was it? I've had to race to the destination and then they make me do it again. Or a new location. Well. I did it. Level 9. Oh, wait. Okay, I lied. We're gonna do this last mission. Alright, we're gonna do this last mission. This is literally the last mission. Because level 10 is the max. I hope it's a good one. Game. This is the last chapter, so we're gonna do it. Chapter 10. And then we're end the video. It is around the range where I end videos.
Getting some serious high rollers in here now. Don't get me wrong, we can make a hero out of anything and anybody, but I mean, is it so wrong to want to work in a really nice car every once in a while? Now off you go and bring me back a Bentley.
A Bentley. Alright. This car I'm getting used to. Alright. Nighttime. I hate nighttime in this game. Because I think because of how my monitor settings are set up, it gets extraordinary dark. Really dark. To the point where I can't see. Like, I tried, because obviously I went around looking for the billboards off camera and then break them on stream to show you guys that, hey, I did it. And everything. I activate drone mode and I fly around the map looking for these little billboards, which some of them were in dumb locations. But oh my god, when it hits nighttime, I can't see a thing in drone mode. I really hate that song. But I hate silence more. Alright, race.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Come on!
My man really want to work on that Bentley.
Oh, Bentley Continental GT. We just look at it. Your eyes just sort of slide off it. It's so smooth. Yeah, we can work with this. Come on.
Oh, this seems like a modern car.
Client says they made a bet with a friend, and now they have to turn their ultimate luxury cruiser into a race car. Well, that was silly of them.
I mean, this car looks nice. I'd say that this is a modern car. Just because of its the way it looks, but I don't know. Like you said, it's a luxury car, so I don't know. What do I know? I don't know much about cars. All I know is all-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, and rear-view drive. I always get that one mistaken. Because in the end of the day, all-wheel drive is all you need. It is in first person, actually. I barely do anything in first person except the driveway, the circuit, or whatever it's called. You know where those NASCARs race? They go in circles and circles and circles. Pretty sure those are NASCARs. Yeah, it is. I have to drive that in first person. If I did it in my regular third person, apparently I spin out, which is a very interesting phenomenon. I don't have to park in there. Oh my god.
Seems a shame to even tinker with this one, doesn't it? Ah, don't worry. Our mechanics are artists.
I mean, they better be.
They've pulled it off. Oh, have they ever pulled it off? Come see. Improved aerodynamics, reduced weight, and a full rear-wheel drive conversion. So it's no less luxurious, but now it can really put down that power.
Oh no, you put the power in the back. Oh, nice fin though.
Right. We have to have this ready for the client to make good on their bet. They're racing later today in Ambleside. You can test it out on the way there.
Why would you put the power in the back? Is this even the fastest way? Oh my god, it is.
What do you think? It's definitely got the speed and the handling. Does it still have the luxury? Aye, looks like it.
Looks like it, probably feels like it. I mean, let's get that first person view. Oh, I can't see the line. I mean, I guess. I don't know. The inside of the car is not the inside of the car. The inside of the car is the engine part of the car. And that's what makes a car a car. Nightwing 450 2023 to 2023. Someone quote that. That's actually inspirational. In some form. Some form, I guess. That's all I have to say about that. If there weren't cars and traffic in the way, we could have got there slightly faster because I am braking to dodge these cars / traffic.
It can handle itself as a proper GT racer now. Wonder who the client made this silly bet with anyway.
Also, this game is lore-based, man. Some characters interact with other characters, and I really appreciate that, but like, I don't remember a thing. So him saying that probably means that you've known a character who's made a bet.
Hang on. Love whomever they're racing as a client too. That's a bit of a conflict of interest, isn't it? Upgrade Heroes does not take sides.
Are we gonna get there? I don't know. I did mess up a little bit. We should probably be fine. Yeah, we're fine.
Right, your work is done. I might stick around and talk to the client about this bet of theirs. Why do we always have to be racing one another? Can't we all just agree the cars are the real winners?
You nailed it. Thank you. But hey, that's all 30 stars for upgrade heroes. Now we have to do the La Racer, which doesn't give me much. And then the other jobs, I don't remember. We're not doing the drag racing one. Or the skill one, I guess. Boom! We got that car unlocked. The Bentley. Huh? Wait, what? Wait, I thought that was the last one. Why is there another one? Wait, hold up. Huh? Wait, guys. Wait, we didn't even do that one 10 stars. What chapter are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Guys, this is the last chapter. We have to do it. Guys, please. We have to do this. Oh, we already hit an hour and 13 minutes.
Good, you're here. This is it. This is the big one, the one that's going to put upgrade heroes on the map. I mean, we're already on the map, but look, just go, I'll explain on the way.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, your pickup. It's a Koenigsegg.
Koenigsegg? Go. I'm out of here. You never seen a racer go as quick as me. Except other players, but those guys are from other dimensions because they also did the same thing for you. This thing that I'm picking up, I already forget the name, Koenigsegg? It sounds like a breakfast from a different country. I'll be honest. Obviously it says egg in the name. Also, I'm glad that train left. Or else I'd be bumping into him here. Yeah. Wait, there's no... I mean... There's no damage restriction. And this is a shortcut. Race to the destination. Bet. Ya
You
yeet!
there? You sitting down? Good. Listen to this.
I'm listening. Better be the mayor.
So this client went out and bought themselves a Koenigsegg without realising that a hypercar has a few very minor but very specific drawbacks. Meet the 2011 Agera. To this day, still one of the fastest production cars on Earth. but with just about enough storage space to pack a toothbrush, if it's one of those mini travel ones.
I mean, this looks
Bring
clean.
it back to the shop, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Enjoy, but not too much.
Oh my god. Who puts the power in the back wheels? Oh my god, I'm about to pull a cold tour. I'm about to pull a cold tour right now. I'm gonna go develop my own car and beat up anyone who suggests putting the power to the back wheels. I don't understand it. It probably gives it more power to drive forward better, but like, screw you. All-wheel drive. If I were to make a car, I'm gonna give you two options, I guess. Front wheel, all-wheel. And making the rear view or rear back wheels expensive. I'll make it an expensive option for all those dummies that want it. Because it's not the way to race. And it's not the way to go fast. I don't care what mathematics or statistics you pull out of your butt. It don't mean nothing to me. Because those are just numbers. And the only number I care is a speedometer. Oh my god. You can feel it. Like in less than 10 seconds of driving this thing, I already knew. I might be wrong, honestly. And I'm like driving, I'm like, huh. But then like when you do a drift like that, you remember. But I mean, other than that, instead of making this thing that's I could have made it all-wheel drive. I really hope he tinkers it to make it all-wheel drive, honestly. Other than that, this car actually looks good. It looks good, it looks powerful, it looks fast. Like you said, the storage, but I mean, you don't really need, why do you need storage on a fast car? You just need yourself, right? Oh, I have to go even farther in.
So the client's going on a trip and they're desperate for that storage space. They told us to do whatever it takes. So we're going to.
Removing storage, though, is going to make it go faster.
Oh, we changed the color.
It's done. You have to come and see this. We're put on a roof rack. No, see, it's actually brilliant because at high speeds with the weight reduced, it also functions as a spoiler. 1,400 horses of cargo transporting power sticking to the road.
Nice, actually, good idea.
Right, I need you to get it to the client in Broadway quick as you can in perfect condition. They're going to be so happy.
You still didn't make it all-wheel drive. You could have made him a favor. You could have done him a big favor, actually. You could have made me a big favor if you made it all-wheel drive, but you didn't. You knew. You knew, and you still chose to not do it. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, don't hit the fences. Get out of my way. Oh my god, this is why you don't go, because the power, since it's not in the front, the thing spins out front. Oh my god. This isn't even the fastest way. You have to cross a bridge. Yeah. If I don't want to damage this thing and go off-road, yeah, this is the fastest way. Alright, I guess we're gonna try to not damage this little precious little car. Nightwing is bitter because it's not his favorite. Oh, it's fine. I hate traffic. Honestly, why do we have other people on the road? Make roads one way. You see my City Skylines playthrough, haven't you? Just put roads everywhere. That way there's no traffic anywhere. Have like 6 intersections in one place. Because then it promotes people to walk or ride or bike. Because driving is now going to be the slowest way to get into their destination.
Think of all the stuff they can pack on the roof now. Golf bag, tennis bag, skis, surfboards. Clothes, books, pots, pans, kitchen sink.
Why would you put a kitchen sink on this thing? That's going 100 miles an hour. I have 1,020,000 to get there. Oh my god. If it was front wheel drive or even all wheel drive, I would have gone there a little bit faster. And I hate the traffic too. We also have to look at that timer too. Oh my god. This is why the line sometimes lies. Just because there's a tiny hill, it thinks I'm gonna yeet myself. So it shows red for like a split second or a certain spot.
After this,
Yep.
I think we'll both have to take a break from Upgrade Heroes for a bit. Too much else going on at the festival, and our waiting list is just too long. Hope you enjoyed it, and make sure you come back to visit the team. They're the real heroes after all.
Thank you. Sadly, we're not getting that car because we failed to get all 3 stars around the 10 chapters. I think I got 90% then. Yeah, it's going to be 500 points off. I cry. I mean, I really like the color. Wolf in sheep's clothing. He's going to do a phone call.
Horizon Upgrade Heroes has shot through the roof. 24 drivers on the waiting list thanks to you. I'll let you know when we bring in the next batch.
Yeah, that's usually the talk that says it. And it presets it to the second one. All right, last race. Official last race. Okay? I'm not addicted. You're addicted.
You
The
might have
Mazda.
met this next client, actually. Rob Glenn. Runs Drift Club here
Never
at the
met him.
festival. Anyway, says he's got a Mazda we can look at. And I think I know what he wants done with it.
There's a reason why we didn't do it, huh? Good song. All right, Drift Club. I hate Drift Club. I never want to know who Bob is. Because I believe any car that wants to be driftable has to go the route of either front wheel drive or rear view drive. And I'm probably missaying the backside driving. I don't care. That's how much I care about it. I don't even remember its actual name. I just want everything to be all-wheel drive. It makes life easier. But it makes sense for drifting, though, if you make one side and not the other. Or, because all-wheel drive, it's harder to drift. Yes, I know. Shocking. Because if you want to drift with all-wheel drive, you obviously have to put all that power and drift like this. Right? But then you see, it's able to just get back to control. Right? If that makes sense. I'm able to drift in all-wheel drive, but the moment I gain control after drifting, the car just snaps back into being fixed. Oh.
Rob can't make it, so he's having one of his drift clubbers bring the car down.
Right, if it was front-wheel drive, obviously
Bingo.
you don't
RX-7,
snap as easy.
Totally reliable and maybe the best drift platform ever built. Get it down here.
Without a scratch.
If it's the Mazda I think it is and he wants what I think he wants, this shouldn't be too hard. And we haven't even started fiddling yet, so try to keep the back end on the road, eh?
I feel like this is, yeah, it's back, isn't it? Well, we're about to find out here. It is. So you saw the back wheels snapped and the front wheels didn't. So the front wanted to keep drifting to the right side, while the back wanted to just go forward now. It might have been very, very fast, maybe like a couple seconds. But in those seconds, you can tell a car, if it's all-wheel, front wheel, or rear view, or whatever it's called. Rear view mirror. Yeah, that's what it is. It's because of that snap when you drift. That snap being you finally getting control of the car after it's finished drifting. Like that one was a smooth snap, so it doesn't fully snap compared to other times. Boom, like that. That was a snap. I don't know, I'm creating my own terminology here of words. There's probably already words for the things I'm describing, but I'm dumbing it down to my level. Park at the destination without exceed. How would you take any damage? That was actually the smoothest drive I've ever had. He doesn't even want it in the garage.
So for that, I'll get the team started.
Thank you. I already know I'm gonna be drifting this thing.
Right, are you ready to see Rob Glenn's new toy? It's a wide-body drift conversion. Seriously, you and Rob are going to be the envy of everyone at Horizon Drift Club.
That's all you did.
Let's take it down to Edinburgh, shall we? I've heard they have street corners there.
Oh my god. Can I tune this thing at least? Can I, like, do anything with this car? No, I can't touch it. Whatever the guys did, the mechanics, the artists, I can't touch it. I can't undo their work. Because I do want to make the wheels high PSI. I don't know why, but it changes some stats that I like. I guess. I just see big number go up. Which I believe is how fast the car takes to go fast. Which I think increases? Also, since we're an hour and 27 minutes in, I know, this video is going to get copyrighted. Even though this music is supposed to be safe, I still get copyright notices for some reason. Not bad, because obviously I'm still streaming, I'm still recording this. But it just says, hey, this has copyright. Hey, this is, it's like, just, what? So I get 7 copyrights. And I can't do anything about it, obviously, because I do like the music, and this is copyright free. Whatever. Deal with it, Nightwing. I have to deal with it. So I may move on with my life. Because I think I have better, more important things than just my video got copyright. I can't use the music. You're like, oh. No, I just deal with it. At least I'm enjoying the game. You guys won't be able to get the full experience. But hey, you own an Xbox, you can buy the Xbox Pass. Race to the destination. Yeah,
Lovely view from the castle, isn't it? Enjoy. It's about to get a lot quicker and more sideways.
yeah, it's gonna be drifting. I don't like it.
I've set you a route around the city. Should get those drift clubbers talking. Now the trick is not to stomp the throttle too hard. You have to feather it into the turn. Just my opinion. Ask Rob if you want the full lecture.
I'm never gonna meet him. I'm sorry, Bob. I meant Rob.
Time to let that back end go.
I have 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go drifting. We're 1% there. And why is there traffic? Wow. Alright. Well, this is why I don't like drifting. This car is not fast enough to do anything.
Aye, that's it. Keep going. We've still got a finish line to get to, remember.
This is the build-up speed, I understand. $36,000. I I have to screw around here for a bit.
Look at you go. Who needs traction, eh?
Yeah, I still have a lot of time. Can I go backwards? Out of curiosity? I can. So this shouldn't be too hard. I say. As I spin out because it's back wheels. I'm not getting it done. Oh my god, I hate this event, I hate this event. Hey, you know what? We committed, hey, hour 30 minutes. We should have been done like 20 minutes ago, but I decided, hey, I got to finish this chapter, but then I realized it's not the last chapter!
Right. Time to
I
get
hate
that back end.
everything. What did I just bump on? Yeah, yeet. Alright, well, that's a good start. Probably the same amount as last time. Big thing. Wow.
Aye, that's it. Keep going. We've still got a finish line to get to, remember.
We gotta do zigzags. Especially here, since this is a straight way down.
Look at you go. Who needs traction, eh?
I need traction. I need all-wheel drive. I'm grumpy. I'm sad. You need to go fast if you want to do this. Because the faster you are, the better it is. Okay, well, we're gonna turn around and quickly try to get 80,000, but it's hard to control when it's drifting.
Settle down. Takes some people a long time to master this, you know. Stop making it look so easy.
Alright, now I can just drive casually back up to the finish line. With my 83,000 points, I'm satisfied. Hey, we can do one more drift on the way there. How about that?
Well, next time Rob Glenn corners me for a good long chat about the finer points of drifting, I'm telling him to call you.
87,000, let's go. We did it! Yeah, flex on them haters. Bam! We have to put you in a police officer, though. Suit. I was supposed to do my weekly today, but I just spent recording, just buying houses, wasting my... I'm a millionaire. I don't know. Hey, upgrade heroes to level 11. Yep, and that's it. There's no more. I'll do my weekly a different day. No, I wanted a Jeep. I guess we gotta get the money I wasted today. Hey, Kingmaker. I got the achievement. We're now halfway through the achievements, I guess, with that one.
I keep getting calls from Upgrade Heroes customers. Satisfied ones, I mean. Ecstatic ones, in fact. If this goes on much longer, I'm just gonna give them your number.
Hey, alright, well, the other businesses don't give me money, I believe. But as you can see, these are stories, so we have to do them eventually. It's the skill streak versus the drift. Obviously, skill is going to be slightly easier. Oh my god, that's the only ones I'm missing. Besides the racer. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know if it's really that entertaining. I just raced a lot and did a lot of things with cars. I still gotta do my challenges with this, but I'll deal with that maybe tomorrow. I don't know. If I have time. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, guys. Leave a dislike. Comment down below anything you want to say to me. I'll probably leave a heart saying I read it. Or, depending on your opinion about all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, and all that, I'll probably leave a dislike. And yeah, and I guess, on that, I'll see you in the next video, or possibly live stream. Bye, guys. Oh, I got something. Nice. All right. Bye, guys.